Well, hey guys, today we're going to be checking out the Sloane Amplification Arcturus Deluxe. Okay, so that was the amplifier in a full mix, and here are the settings that I used, and I boosted it with the Mud Killer. I know all the boost Karens are pooping their pants right now. Don't worry, your nanny will be in soon to change your diapers. So here are the settings with the different switches as well. So I had it on lead instead of crunch because it gives you more gain. I had the sat switch on, which I found very pleasing to use, and just, you know, adds a little compression, a little more saturation like that. And we'll go over all this. The fat tight switch was on the fat side, and the response switch was over to the right. So let's go ahead and turn off the Mud Killer right now, and I'm just going to go through some of the switches and settings and all the stuff. Now, when I hit the saturation switch, obviously the volume's going to jump up a little bit because that's what happens. But let's just go through all these switches and just see what's going on here. So right away I noticed with the fat tight switch, you definitely get a tighter sound when you switch it over to the tight side, and it's a little fatter and juicier when you go over to the fat side. So let's do that again. Yep, very noticeable. So depending on, I guess, maybe if you want to use a boost or not, that's why I had it on the fat side, because with a boost, it thickens it up a little bit. So kind of makes up for what the pedal's cutting out of it. So to each their own. So for now, I'll leave it on, since I have the boost off, you know what I'll do? I'll leave it on the tight side. Let's mess around with the EQ settings a little bit and, you know, see what we got. All right, so let's mess with the crunch lead and saturation and response switches. So as you noticed on crunch, when I'm on the tight switch, it really, the amp's starving a little bit, but when you switch over to fat, it wakes it back up again. I'll demonstrate again. Okay, so this is definitely messing with the gain structure of the amplifier quite a bit. So very cool. So let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so with the response, it seems like it's adding a little bit of top end and tiny bit of aggression to it, so that's cool. And with the presence knob, for my taste anyways, I like it at about 3 o'clock. This amp's pretty thick, so depth in the middle, slightly higher. Again, if you're using a boost pedal, adjust the bass and depth accordingly because, you know, boost pedals cut things. So quickly, let's switch over to the clean channel, and then we'll boost the amp and, you know, get into all that stuff as well. So let's switch over to the clean channel now and see what it has. By the way, I'm playing this through my Mesa 212 with vintage 30s, and the microphones are the Royer 121 paired with the Shure SM57. I don't have them up on the picture of it up on the screen because it would cover up the amp, you know, when I switch back to the amplifier. So I'm going to start off with no effects engaged at all. Double check all that, and then we'll dress it up with some chorus and delay after I dial it in. I'm going to use my coil tap as well because, you know, it just sounds better. Bright switch is nice. Actually, sometimes on amplifiers, the bright switch makes it too thin and bright, but this is actually very pleasant and musical. Very nice sounding clean channel. So let's turn on the old flashback delay and the Julia chorus. Yes, that'll be very gorgeous sounding. Yes. I should have said the name of the amplifier with this accent as well. The Arcturus Deluxe by Sloane Amplification, coming at you live here on Tone Walls. Let's see how pretty it sounds, shall we? Oh, yes, let's do. That is very nice. Very, very nice. I like this clean channel a lot. It's really good. I liked it, as John Simons from SDS would say. All right, so let's switch back to the dirty channel, and let's boost it. And I'm also going to show you how this sounds when I use some different cabs paired together. In other words, I'm going to use my Zilla cab with the DV77 and the Mesa cab paired together in a minute here. I'll show you how it sounds with those two. So let's switch back and see how all that sounds. All right, let's go ahead and hit the mud killer while I'm playing, and you'll hear how it affects the amp. My guitar is out of tune, quite a bit here, the B string. I just put new strings on this yesterday, and I don't think I stretched them out good enough because this thing is giving me some severe fits right now. And it's pissing me off. Maybe that's my fault. All right, leaving all this in the video because I just feel like keeping it real today. All right, here we go. This actually sounds really good. Let's dial in some more stuff here. Yeah, let's just see how the best way to dial this in with a boost pedal. All right, very cool, pretty responsive. One thing I noticed when I was playing this on the opening song thingy that I did was I found it kind of satisfying playing the leads on this. Like you can hear the picks slapping the strings, and there was like this really nice clarity with it, and yeah, really cool. So allow me to demonstrate that for you now with my horrible British accent. Yes, let's see how many takes it takes me to play this correctly. Oh yes, I'm quite scared right now. Here we go. As usual, first take, perfect. Quite good, I must say. Quite good. Here we go. Pat, pat, pat. Lovely. Yeah, it actually sounded great. Good clarity. And sometimes I feel a little insecure playing amplifiers that don't have a freaking truckload of gain in them, but this one feels great to play. So, yeah, very nice. So if I was to tell you what this amp sounds like, I would say that if the JCM 800 and the Soldano SLO were at a bar and they just got completely shit-faced one night and ended up in the back of a Chevy, this would be the outcome of that, I believe. They would give birth to the Sloane Amplification Arcturus Deluxe. However you say that. Arcturus? Arcturus Deluxe, yes. That's what would happen with that evening of debauchery. That'd be quite good, actually. Anyways, let's hear what this sounds like with a combination of the Mesa cab with vintage 30s and the Zilla cab with the DV77. I'll go ahead and put the pictures of them up on the screen so you can see what I'm playing. So let's do that really quick. So boom, boom, boom. Here we go. All right, so there you have it with a couple of different speaker combinations. Yeah, so if you're looking for something that is kind of in the flavor of the JCM 800, but it has more gain, and there's some kind of SLO DNA in there somehow, it's just kind of found its way in there. I think this would be a great amplifier for you. It has an awesome clean channel, that's for sure. And I would say the high gain channel kind of reminds me a little bit of like a classic rock thing with just a little more gain in it, and stepping into a little bit of a heavier territory. You know, so guys that have like that classic rock stuff, but they just want a little more, I think this would be a great fit for you. And very nicely made, very good amplifier. And, you know, I mean, Steven Sloane makes great stuff. So, I mean, if you're looking for something that's a little different, like I said, like a JCM 800, but better, you know, more gain and stuff like that, this might be a really good fit for you. So give it a try. And again, the clean channel, holy crap, freaking really good. Let's play that again really quick before we end the video. Very, very nice clean channel. So anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. By the way, I'm being compensated for this, for my time and my channel and, you know, all the stuff that I use in the studio here. So I just wanted to let you guys know that as well. So take my opinions with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just showing you the amp. This is mainly a demo with just a couple of opinions. So I'm just trying to tell you who I think this is for, which again, I think it's for guys who are looking for, you know, something like a JCM SLO combination. And I think this would fit the bill for you really well. And, you know, it's nice with the boutique amps. You always get something that's a little bit different, you know, and that's what's really cool about it. It's not like a mainstream amp. So if you want to stand out in the crowd, per se, with something a little different, this might be really cool for you. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got something out of it. And I'll leave a link to Steven Sloane's, you know, website and contact information below in the description of the video. So let me know what you think of the amplifier, and let me know what you would want to see on the channel next or soon or whatever. I'll see if I can make those arrangements for you. And I want to thank my Patreon supporters and subscribers and everyone who's been purchasing the all the digital platforms, you know, stuff from my website, all the capture and preset and profile packs, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So if you're looking for amazing metal captures for all the digital platforms, just go to my website, link below. You'll find everything there. There's a ton of capture packs for you, and I hope you guys will like them. In fact, I know you guys will. I've been getting nothing but really good responses back from people who are really digging them. So please go there and shop until your heart's content. And to anybody who's watching for the first time, what I do here is I just do reviews, demos, dial-ins, playthroughs, all kinds of stuff on the channel, of all the digital stuff and the analog stuff. And I do some tutorials and everything like that as well. If you like that and you like unprocessed audio, feel free to subscribe and click the bell so that you're notified every time I either go live or come out with another episode. Well, I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I will see you on the next one.